So we have more Superman Silver Age dailies and when Superman defended his arch enemy. Goodbye, you tin junk heaps. Ha ha ha, you can't harm me. So, you're protected by a force shield, eh? We found the answer to that primitive weapon ages ago. Release the energy hunters. At once, Master. Weird energy creatures are hurtling upward. They're piercing Luthor's force shield. Yay, impossible. Force shields are usually made of positive ions. Our hunters carry a negative charge which neutralizes and destroys the force shield. These blasted creatures short-circuited my force shield and are taking my power belt away. I guess I'll have to accept your help after all, Superman. I'll do what I can, Luthor. I'll act as your attorney. Superman, defending Luthor. I never thought I'd see the day. Release Luthor back on our world. Destroying a robot isn't considered murder. Well, you're not on Earth. Besides, Luthor is a human, not an android. I mean, it's not racism, but I don't know why Superman doesn't realize there can be other life forms. Bah! To us, you aliens are primitives. No better than androids. Only atoms are entitled to a trial. Well, since you are an alien, we wish to be fair. If you can pass our 3 standard intelligence tests, you will prove that aliens are entitled to the same justice we deal out to any atom. I'm ready for any test you give me. Who knows what weird problems these thinking machines will dream up. Yep. That giant tunnel maze in this arena is used to test the intelligence of our simplest atom models. They must get through it in total darkness. Our scientists will watch to see how quickly you can find your way out. Good grief. You'll never get out of that maze, Superman. It's like a tangled mess of spaghetti, except he can move faster than the speed of light. I'll give it a try. You'd better hope I make good for your sake. Good luck, Superman, though I don't see how even you can make your way through that maze. No wonder Luthor's wishing me luck. It's his fate at stake. But once inside, it's pitch dark in here. But my X-ray vision will help me through the maze in jig time. Presently, not bad, Superman. You set a new record in solving that maze. However, your next problem will prove far more difficult. I wonder what they've cooked up next. At another arena, you say these thousands of fragments fit together, and you want me to assemble them. But what are they supposed to look like when I'm through? I cannot tell you. That's part of the test. It's a giant 3-dimensional jigsaw puzzle, and Superman's trying to put it together at super speed. How can he possibly make any sense out of that scrambled heap? Come on. If he fails, we will put you into suspended animation at once without a trial. So he easily does it. I've solved your giant 3-dimensional jigsaw puzzle. This is a model of your city here on Roxar. I hate to give my enemy credit, but I knew Superman would be able to pass your tests. Liar. You see, he's got superpowers. Superpowers. How could you not know that? Then we haven't really tested your intelligence. I demand that you agree not to use your superpowers in the final test. I agree. But can I pass the last one on intelligence alone? I wonder. This is your last problem. Only the most intelligent atoms have ever solved it. We are going to put you in this cell. There is only one way out. If you can discover it by using your powers of deduction alone, we will give Luthor a trial. Soon, we await the solution. Superman can do almost anything when using his superpowers, but how will he make out when he has only his wits to rely on? They said there's only one way out of this cell, but how can there be with these bars surrounding me? I gave my word to use only my intelligence and not my superpowers to solve the problem, so I can't use my super strength or heat vision. I think I've got the answer. If I'm right, the door will open. You guessed correctly. It was unlocked all the time, but how did you know? I feel like that's the first thing anyone would try. You said there was only one way out. Therefore, the only possible answer was that the cell door was never locked. No, I'm sure that there are many other possibilities. You proved to have the intelligence of the most advanced atom models. Therefore, you've won the right to defend Luthor in a courtroom trial. Soon, just look at this picture, jury. The atom that this alien Lex Luthor destroyed was the latest model, especially designed for guardian duty. Yet the prisoner murdered him in cold blood. As final proof, I now show you the actual crime as recorded by our sector monitor screens. Observe how Atom number 4306 met his doom at Luthor's hands. Oh, it looks bad for me. I rest my case against Luthor. Your Honor, before I defend my client in this court, I must ask for a short recess. We wish to be fair, Superman. Your request is granted. I will allow you 10 time intervals. Superman, where are you going? You can't leave me here in the hands of these robots. Relax, Luthor. I'll be back soon. I have to gather some vital evidence. Whew. Am I glad Superman's returning? If he can't get me out of this jam, these people will freeze me in ice. I'd like to call my only witness, Your Honor. Proceed, Superman. Atom number 4306 will now take the stand. But that's impossible. It's the Atom that Luthor murdered. What trickery is Superman planning? You can't call Atom number 4306 as a witness, Superman. Luthor murdered him. Think so? Wait and see. I'll be right back. Presently, as Superman returns, here he is, Atom number 4306. There has been some mistake. I have not been destroyed. This must be an alien trick. Let me see the witness registration number. The number checks. Since Atom 4306 has not been destroyed, the case is dismissed. Free the prisoner. Congratulations, Superman. You handled that case with the intelligence of the most advanced Atom. Shortly back at Luthor's rocket ship. Psst, nice going, Superman, but where'd you find that robot? With my own eyes, I saw him plunge into the boiling sea. The answer is quite simple, Luthor. I'll ease your perplexity by explaining. During the brief recess in your trial, Luthor, I streaked back to the boiling sea and salvaged the remains of Atom 4306. The Atom's controls are ruined, but I know where to get the spare parts to repair him. When I first landed on this planet, I spotted something in Luthor's rocket that is parked nearby. There he is again, my robot X-63, helpless. Luthor must have done this to X-63 when my robot tried to capture him. Now to get to work. I repaired Superman robot X-63, Luthor. Luckily, his controls were still in order. Then, as he agreed to perform an important mission, which meant he'd have to spend the rest of his existence here on Roxxar, I took the controls of the Superman robot and transferred them to the damaged Atom. Remember, you must forget your previous identity as a Superman robot. From this moment on, you are Atom number 4306. Yes, Master. So that's what happened. Well, if you're planning to drag me back to Earth to finish my prison sentence, there, forget it. You've got no jurisdiction out of Earth's solar system. Really? Is that true? You've got me there, Luthor. I guess it is. You're right, Luthor. I haven't any jurisdiction outside of Earth's solar system. Should you ever is there a law about that? Should you ever decide to go back and face the music, use this signal device to call me. Go back? Fat chance. I'm going to start a new career in outer space with my new radium power rocket ship. I'll go in for space piracy. I'll return to Earth when things cool off. So long, chump. But as Luthor attempts to launch his rocket and fails, the radium capsule is gone from the fuel cell. I used the radium to power the Atom robot I rebuilt. My Superman robot's batteries were almost exhausted. You could take that Atom and take back the radium capsule I took from the ship to power the robot. No, without the radium, Atom 4306 would be as good as murdered again. I wouldn't risk that. Well, you could just leave the planet. So long, Luthor. You escaped your prison on Earth, but now you're a prisoner on Roxxar. Blast you, Superman. I'll get you yet, if it takes a lifetime. Meanwhile, as Lois Lane leaves Metropolis for an assignment, a blowout. I'm going off the road. I didn't like this story. There's so many. It could have been great. It could have been a lot of fun, but I just didn't like the way it was handled. Maybe other people liked it.